Okay, assalamu alaikum everyone. Can you guys see me? Let's see. We have 22 people here. Okay, I see. Do you guys want to turn your cameras on? I see a few people with their cameras on. I see Adam, Sarah, Anam. I'll wait a few seconds and then we'll start. Is Abdul Rahman here? I can't see. Okay. Okay, guys. Walaikum salam.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Is that Abdul Rahman here? Or is that Zain?
It's me, Zain.
Oh, okay. Assalamu alaikum, Zain. All right, so right now we're waiting for Abdul Rahman whenever he's ready. And Abdul Rahman, I'll tell you a little about him. He's 8 years old, and he is one of my favorite students that I have. I have a lot of favorite students, so he's just one of my favorite students. And Abdul Rahman is also doing something very hard. Can someone guess what that is?
Am I one of your favorites?
Yeah, Zain, for sure.
Ooh.
I have a lot of favorites. Yeah. Yeah, so anyone want to guess what Abdul Rahman is also doing? Nobody? Nobody wants to guess? You guys can think and then... Muhammad, did you have your hand raised? You want to answer? Yeah, I can't see the hand raised. Okay, that's okay. All right, so Abdul Rahman is also memorizing Quran. That's what I wanted to say. Yeah, so Abdul Rahman, whenever you're ready, you can start, okay? He's our first performer of the day.
Assalamu alaikum, everybody. How's everybody doing?
Good. Good.
Good.
Good.
Good.
Good story.
My name is Abdurrahman. I'm 9 years old. I'm in 4th grade, and I live in Niagara Falls, USA. Okay. So, do you guys know about the 5 pillars of Islam?
One of them are Ramadan.
That's right. The first.
I know about them. It's actually fasting.
So the first one is Tawheed. Does anybody know the second one?
Salat.
I want to talk to you for one second.
Salat.
Salah. And does anybody know what it means?
Salat means one of the 5 prayers of the day that you're supposed to do.
Yes, that's correct. The third one is zakat, and that means giving charity. The
Or
fourth,
like kind of fasting.
that's the next one. The next one is Sawm. It means where you're fasting in the Ramadan. The last but not least, the 5th one is Hajj. It means once in your lifetime you have to go to Hajj. And Tawheed means where you believe on one God and He is only one. He has no children and He is not married. So I'm going to read a book about Tawheed called Let's Learn About Tawheed. Okay, so written by Amna Qureshi, illustrated by Abdul Hafiz.
Introduction.
Ibrahim and Aisha rushed through the front door and happily greeted their mom. Assalamu alaikum, mommy. Wa alaikum assalam, mommy greeted them and gave them both a hug and kiss. Mommy stopped her housework and asked them how mustard was. It was good. We got homework to learn about the heat, Aisha explained. Mm.
Rahman, because you have background on, we cannot see the book, honey.
Okay, I'm gonna turn it off.
You can keep reading. I can turn off. Go next.
No. Mm.
Reading.
Okay. Yes, mommy. What is Tawheed? I have never heard of that word before, Ibrahim added. Tawheed is very important in Islam. It is to do with your belief in Allah and it has three parts to it, said mommy. As she sat down on the sofa, both of them. The first one is Tawheed al-Rububiyyah. The second one is Tawheed al-Asma wa Sifat. And the third one is Tawheed al-Ibadah. The first part is Tawheed al-Rububiyyah. This is where you believe that there's only one God and that is Allah. Allah is the only one that has power and He gives the power for everything to move and change. So this ball I am kicking, Ibrahim got off the sofa and kicked the ball. Did Allah give that the power to move? Yes, He gave the ball the power to move and you the power to kick it with your feet. That's awesome. Ibrahim was amazed. It is, isn't it? Mommy agreed. In this first part, we also accept that whatever happens in life is from Allah. What do you mean? I should look confused. Well, let's see, Mommy thought. You know how my car broke down on Saturday and Daddy had to pick you up today from the masjid? Well, that was from Allah. I don't know why my car broke down, but Allah does know why, so I had to trust Him and know that this happened for a reason. Maybe Allah wanted to give you a break from picking us up, I should guess. Mommy laughed. Yes, maybe. Allah knows best. So I'm gonna stop here, and tomorrow I'm gonna read the second part of Tawheed. And the first part means that Allah is the only one that has power, and He gives the power for things to move and change.
You can go back and read the names of the three.
The first Tawheed is Tawheed al-Rububiyyah. The second one is Tawheed al-Asma wa Sifat. The third one is Tawheed al-Ibadah. Okay, tomorrow I'm going to read the second part of Tawheed al-Asma wa Sifat. So does anybody have questions?
Does anyone want to share what they learned or what they liked? You guys can talk and say it, or you can write it in chat. Come on, I know once one of you guys replies, then we'll move on. Come on, we need one of you guys to reply to Abdul Rahman.
Why?
Because then we can move on. Because then it shows if you're listening or not. Were you listening?
I was here. Okay, Saudi Arabia won.
What was that? You guys can just say one thing you liked or one thing you learned. Okay? And then it could just be one person. And then we'll move on.
I learned about the three different things.
Muhammad.
You learned about the 5 different pillars and
Yes.
the 3 different tawheeds. Is that what you were saying?
Oh,
No,
like
telling-
3 different Shaheeds.
I'm
Yeah.
telling my brother
Nice.
that
Okay, good.
I'm telling my brother to be quiet.
Okay. Ali. Okay.
Why?
So Abdulrahman, very good job. And guys, Abdulrahman's not done yet. He's gonna continue on tomorrow and teach us about the second part of Tawheed, okay? All right, so next up we have Adam. Adam, are you here? We'll start with you right
Yes.
away. Yes, okay. So you can get started, Adam, whenever you're ready.
Okay, here. I'm gonna be doing a presentation, guys. And make sure you listen.
Yeah, make sure you guys listen to Adam. We're gonna ask you questions again.
Now, if I can share my screen.
We'll listen.
I'm going to start. So we're gonna start here. Abu Bakr's generosity. For
You want to
guys.
share screen, Adam?
Oh, I think is it
Click on
shared?
share. Click on share
Oh, okay.
and click on the screen that you want to share.
Hmm,
And then there is a blue button at the bottom says share.
who should I click to share? Who did I share? Who's this?
Yes, good.
Okay, hello everybody. Today we're going to be learning about Abu Bakr's generosity. I hope you guys like it. Presentation goal. Ramadan presentation goal. I'm going to pick some qualities for the 4 caliphs every day. So first it's going to be Abu Bakr Siddiq, radiallahu anhu, which is today. Then it's going to be Umar ibn Abu Khattab, radiallahu anhu. Then it's going to be Uthman ibn Affan, radiallahu anhu. And then it will be Ali ibn Abu Talib, radiallahu anhu. So here, Abu Bakr's generosity. Abu Bakr was the most generous Sahaba of all. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said in the hadith narrated by Tirmidhi said, "No one's wealth has ever benefited me like the wealth of Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu." Generosity continued. Abu Bakr spent his money in freeing slaves. He freed Bilal ibn Rabah radiallahu anhu from torture of Umayyah bin Khalaf, and he gave charity to people who needed it, and helped the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to spread Islam. And generosity example, there's a story that I'm going to talk about. So once the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam told his companions to get money from their home so that and bring it to spread Islam. Umar radiallahu anhu, who came and got his money, he got half of his money and half of his the other same amount for his family to have, and to compete with Abu Bakr, and he thought he would win. But when Abu Bakr came, he literally got all of his money from his family and left only the profits for his own family. Umar was completely shocked, and he actually said this: "I am sorry, I will never, ever compete with you again." And that is the end of this, and that's the end.
Okay, awesome story, Adam. So, did anyone have any questions? I know you guys are listening because even Adam said you had to listen. Or you can share what you learned. So we're just gonna wait for you guys, okay? What you learned or what you liked.
I like the story. It was really nice.
You like the story? I liked his expressions. Adam, you had very good expressions. They kept us engaged.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 9 years old now, So I have
Mhm.
lots of expressions.
You have all the expressions. Okay, good. Okay.
Well, let's go on to the next person.
All right. Yeah. So thank you guys for sharing. And thank you, Adam, for teaching us about that story.
You're welcome.
Yeah. All right. So last but not least, today we have Zayn. Zayn, does everyone know Zayn? Who here
Yes.
doesn't know Zayn?
I don't know, Zane.
I
You
know
don't know
Zane.
Zayn? Okay, well, Zayn will introduce himself whenever he's ready, okay? And we're
Okay.
all gonna pay attention to Zayn as well, right? So we can answer him at the end.
But I don't know who is he. Who is he? I don't know.
You don't know? Okay, he's gonna be presenting today, so whenever he's
Where
ready.
is he? Then what? Music.
Zane went offline for some reason. He's not
Music.
online.
Oh, okay. No, I think
Really wanted to present.
he's here.
Zane,
I
are
think he's
you
there
here?
on his mom's name.
Oh, okay.
I think. I see the mic muted though. Zayn, are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's here. Okay. Okay, guys, make sure you listen to Zayn. He's gonna give us an awesome story.
No, it's the end. It's the end of this thing. Okay.
Zane did
Okay,
part
Zane.
1 last week. Now he's doing part 2.
Oh, okay.
Part
So
3. I did part 1 and 2 yesterday.
okay, hopefully you guys are ready
Sunday,
for
and
part
now I'm
3.
gonna do part 3, the last.
Okay, whenever you're ready,
After
Zayn.
he dropped off, Ibrahim and Ismail and his wife, they were striving for water, and her wife drank all the
Ismail
water.
and the
that
mom.
her-
Ismail
Huh?
and the mom.
and
Like
Ismail
the-
and mom started. No, Ismail started crying for water. She went to the mountains of Safa and Marwa, and then she
know
ran
that.
7 times until an angel appeared and built a water source, infinity water source, and then they until she made a fountain, and then they adapted to this home. To this place, and then they built a city around. And then Prophet Ibrahim returned. Until that time, his Ismail and mom were so happy. Ismail hugged Prophet Ibrahim, and then here comes the sacrifice part.
Oh my God, be careful and don't.
So 3 times he had a dream that he's killing his son, and then he told Ismail, and then he wore a blindfold so he doesn't see his son suffer. Until that time, he heard a goat screaming from nowhere, and then it came down by Allah, and then instead of sacrificing Ismail, he sacrificed the goat. And that's how the sacrifice thingy was born. They all celebrated Eid. And then Allah told Ibrahim to build the Kaaba. And then that's what they did. They found a white stone brought from Prophet Adam, and then it turned black from all the sins from people. They put it in, and the Kaaba was complete. Everyone was doing Hajj, and everyone lived happily ever after. I mean, mashallah.
I
was a
love
great
that how the sacrifice thingy was born.
was
Very
awesome.
good job.
So that's the last part.
Yeah, that's awesome job, Zane. Yeah, so that's how. Does now
I forgot
everyone know?
one thing, and then he died.
Yeah, then he died. No, there's few more parts. Then
Okay.
what happened next is he got old, he married another woman, and then they got another baby who was named Ishaq. And then that's the end of the story, I think.
Yeah, good job, Zane. So does everyone know how Eid al-Adha is? What the story behind Eid al-Adha is? Zane just taught us. Who can share? We're not gonna let you guys go without sharing on Zane's story. Abdul Rahman, you can share.
Can I say something I learned?
Yeah, something you learned. Something you learned or like, guys.
I learned that Prophet Ibrahim, he made the Kaaba because Allah asked him to.
Yeah. And do you guys know where the black stone is from? It used to be white, but do you guys know where and why it's black now?
From Jannah, what from Adam alayhi
Yes.
salam from Jannah.
Yes. And do you guys know why it's black?
No.
Because of all the people's sins.
Yeah, Adam knows. Yeah, good job, Adam. Yeah, so because of all the people's sins, it became black. So yeah. Has anyone, I'm gonna ask you guys a question. Has anyone ever kissed it or touched it or seen it? Yeah, let me see whose hand is raised. Nobody?
What
Nobody
was the
is.
question?
Have any of you guys
My
seen
brother
or
Hamza
touched the
seen
black
it.
stone?
Then why do you do it by yourself?
Yeah, I've touched the black stone. I literally live like an hour away from it. So
Oh,
if I
you
wanted
touched
right
it.
now,
Nice.
And
I
why
could
did you
go.
just do it by yourself? My sister was about to, and then my sister, we were at a hotel. Why would you kiss
And then when we were about to go, she said, I'm gonna try to touch it. And then there was too many people, and then she gave up to touch it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so guys, I just wanted to tell you, so you don't have to touch it to get your sins wiped, right? A lot of people think that we do need to touch it, but we really, oh, is my camera on? Yeah. But even if we see it and we make sincere dua, then it's also accepted. Yeah. So very good job, Zane. Zane's story was in 3 parts as well. So he was doing this for a couple of days, but now he's done. So good job, Zane. And did anyone else want to add anything? Zane was our last presenter today, so if anyone wants to add anything, now's your time. Okay, no one wants to add anything. Okay, that's fine. Okay, guys, so that's the end of our awesome 3 presentations today, and we'll see you all tomorrow, okay?
I'm making 5 flags.
Okay, nice. You're making 5 flags.
the Israel flags in the chat.
Yeah, you guys can write in the chat as well if you wanted to, okay? But assalamu alaikum, guys.
I deleted mine.
You deleted yours?
Can I leave?
Yes, guys, you guys can leave. Great job, guys. Everyone who presented. I hope more of you guys present tomorrow.
Love you.
Allah Hafiz.